What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about game modes, man. Game modes are what make the game the actual game, right? So, Madden 2001, you had very bare bones game modes, but this is their first edition on the PS2. You got this game because it looked fantastic. It was a upgrade graphically that we probably really haven't seen. I mean, PS2 to 360, PS3, that was pretty good. But going from the first PlayStation to this, that was pretty phenomenal, right? So you had Exhibition, you also had Quick Start, which again would just put you quickly in the game. Exhibition, exactly what it sounds like. You also had the season mode where you would play just one season. You also had your franchise mode where you could do multiple seasons all the way up to 30 years if you wanted to do that. And of course you had practice mode, but that was about it. You had about 5 different game modes, and they're basically like 2 of them are really the same thing. Season and franchise, you could say, are a little bit different. And then you have practice mode. So really like 3 different things that you could do. You could play as any team, just one game, jump in, jump out. You can do a season with a team, a franchise, and of course you had practice mode. Now the dance moves are pretty solid, man, and this little graphic here, I mean, it looked good. It looked good. But let's jump to Madden 2002 to see the improvement. Alright, so now we're here in Madden 2002. Don't judge a book by its cover. But anyways, man, before we get into the game modes, in this game, they added the Emmitt Smith, Marshall Faulk, Marshawn Lynch face mask, alright? They're in here, alright? That face mask was added. You had Dante Culpepper, who was a cover athlete. His face mask was in there. And of course, they added mouthpieces. And on top of the mouthpieces, players' helmets would fly off if they got hit big enough. But we're talking about game modes. Let's jump to the game modes, baby. When you go to the Play Now menu, you have training mode, 2-minute drill, and quick game. Of course, quick game, that is just like Exhibition. 2-minute drill was a new game mode where you had 2 minutes to score as many points as you want. You went down the field, you scored, there's a minute 30 left on the clock. Guess what? You get the ball right back and then try to score again. There's a minute on the clock, now you get the ball right back, try to score again and again and again. There was one man who was a glitch in this game mode, and he was a rookie, so they had to put him in the starting lineup. And that's Michael Vick, bro. Michael Vick was a glitch in this game because running with him and just getting out of bounds and picking up 10 yards a pop and only like wasting 5 seconds off the clock, it was beautiful. It was marvelous. The accuracy with Mike Vick might not have been there. The weapons might not have been there. But just running around with Mike Vick and getting out of bounds to save time in that 2-minute drill was just fun because, again, your option or your goal, your main objective was to score as many points as you can in 2 minutes. Training mode is exactly what it sounds like. You get training, baby. You train your stick skills and you improve in the game. Now, other game modes. Of course, you had Exhibition, Season, Franchise, Tournament, Custom League, which we're going to touch on. There's also a Hitting Gym in Franchise, and of course, Situation Mode and Load. Load, what's that? Well, Load is where you can load your old game. You can save your game. Maybe you had to leave the game. Maybe mama called you for dinner, whatever. You could save your game, load back into your game after Sepper is done, right? So you can load right back into the exact same game that you were playing, so you never had to miss any of the action or just send to the end of a game or just quit out. You get to finish it. Situation mode. Maybe you like being that hero, right? You like playing a 2-minute drill, but you actually want a real 2-minute drill where you ain't got no more timeouts. It's snowing. You're on your own 5-yard line. You're down by 4, so a field goal won't help you. You got to drive down the field and get that ball into the end zone. Well, you could set that up. Maybe you're one of those historians that want to set the greatest comeback ever. So you're down by like 35 points going into halftime. You come out, you get the ball first, and boom, you got to try to drive down the field, and you got 2 quarters to score more than 35 points to come back and win the game. You can do that. You can give whichever team you want to have the ball. You can set the score. You can set the time. You can set the quarter. You can say which team has how many timeouts, and so on and so forth. Situation mode was dope. Custom League. Now, Custom League wasn't perfect, especially when we look back at these older games, but it did give you the opportunity to pick which teams you want to enter in your league, right? You could pick between 4 to 16 teams. That was as many teams as you could pick. 4 to 16. It could be an odd number, so you didn't have to worry about that. Maybe you only have 15 friends or 13 friends or 14 friends and you were number 15. Basically, you could do that as well. You could make it round robin. You can make it double round robin as far as the format is concerned. You want only 2 playoff teams? You could do that. Now, the reason why I brought up the friends is because this would be perfect in an online franchise. I don't know why Madden won't do this for an online franchise. To me, it should be done, because a lot of times you can't find 31 friends plus yourself to make it a 32-team league that people are actually going to stick with it, whether they're losing or not having a good season. I want to be able to play with online users and just enjoy my time in a season. And I want to be able to control whether people leave or people, if I can't trust y'all to actually make y'all games, that I can just do a 16-team league and make sure that people I know are actually going to complete their season and have a good time in it. To me, that would be dope. That would be fun, but they won't do it. And of course, here you can pick the playoff teams, 2 teams, 4 teams, or 8 teams, or no teams. No trophy for nobody, baby. And then you got the hidden gem in franchise mode, right? Come to the franchise mode menu. You got a number of teams. I just want to control one team. You know what I'm saying? Coaching changes. That's right. Coaches will be fired, bruh. Coaches will be fired. Bill Belichick, he might get fired from the Patriots and end up be coaching the Giants or something like that, or the Oakland Raiders. Wouldn't that be crazy? Trade deadline, obviously, salary cap penalties, fantasy draft, and expansion draft. You can load a created team and have an expansion draft. The Houston Texans are in this game. Now, they're not available for the first year of franchise, but I do believe that they become available for your second year of franchise, which would have been their first year in the league, which would have been 2002/2003, or 2002/2003, right? So you had expansion draft where you could have an actual expansion draft and pick some of the players off of existing NFL teams. And like I said, they had that in here because the Houston Texans are in this game. Now, the Houston Texans, it was like quarterback number 7 and running back 32 and stuff like that, right? So it wasn't like the full team. It was more like NCAA, but you had it. You had it in here, you know what I'm saying? So we're just going to jump into this game because the Houston Texans, they were the new team. They were the new kids on the block, and you could play with them in a quick game, or you could play with them in a franchise mode game after you like simulate the first season. And of course, you would have an expansion draft, the same kind of draft that they had to go through to start off their history in the NFL, which I thought was pretty cool. So this game had some gems in it, and I feel like Madden 2002 kind of gets overlooked as far as Maddens are concerned, and it might not have had the best gameplay and stuff like that, and it might have been hyped up like Madden 2001, but it did give you some solid things. So as you can see, Texans are trash. They don't really have the jerseys. They have the helmet with the logo, but that ain't the jerseys. But it was something, baby. It was something. And of course, Madden 2002 actually had player introductions, which was dope. The player introductions were dope. It would be the defense, the stars on the defense, or be the stars on the offense, and the head coach would come out as well. I thought that this game was pretty solid, man. I feel like it gets overlooked, but it has some gems in it, especially the game modes, and the expansion draft was pretty solid in my opinion. But that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until we meet again, my friends, y'all stay safe out there. Peace, love, hot sauce. Look at Don Capers. Oh, baby, Don Capers.